Welcome back, bank fishing with BLB. Today, as you can see, one rod in my hand. Usually I bring up to 3, but today I already know what we need for the summertime. If you're looking to catch more bass from the bank and bigger bass from the bank, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tell me some of your favorite big fish baits or ask me questions on what you would like to learn about catching bigger fish. Today, we are only throwing a worm, literally one rod, one reel, one lure, just a plastic worm. One of the best overall lures in history of mankind of bass fishing. And it works all year long. But for some reason in the summer, it just turns those fish up when they won't bite anything else. I don't know what it is. So today we're gonna alternate between the different couple of worms, and I'm going to show you how I fish them, and we're going to see if we can catch some today. So stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, and that rain definitely stirred some of the water clarity up. It looks almost muddy-ish, but it just has this brown stain. It's not necessarily muddy like a river. And as a result of the recent rain and the color change, we're throwing a dark grape color, more like a blackish grape color. There he is. Let's go, boys and girls. Got us that first one. Just a solid, about a 2-pounder, real thick 2-pounder. Big worms for a nice summer bass. Let's go. Let's get that beautiful fish back released, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please forgive me. It is only 9:30 here in Florida, and it is freaking hot. It is humid. We are sweating already. But these are the 2 types of worms that we're working with. Some of my favorite colors. I love anything with some June bug, with some dark purple, black, anything that's going to really get those bass to bite and stay in the dirty water. Most of the waters we fish here in my area always stain. They're super muddy. It's just never clear. So those darker colors and purple is just a freaking go-to. And it's even known in history as a fact that a purple worm catches the most fish out of dang near any other color out there on the market. So when I'm deciding between these 2 worms, one is bigger, one is smaller. I bought one for the bigger quality bass, and I also brought one smaller one, just more of a finesse one, just in case if it comes down to it. And they both have different types of tails. I love the ribbon tail for finicky bass, lethargic bass, and just whenever I feel like the bass aren't in the chasing mood, they just want something that's a little salter without much action, that ribbon tail is the way to go. And as you can see, I got on the bigger profile because most bigger fish are lazy, so I kind of prefer this style anyways. Then we have a slim 6 worm, only a 6-inch finesse worm, way smaller in diameter and length, but it has a powder tail in the back. And this powder tail allows for the bass to be able to track this lure down just a little more easy with that subtle kicking action, just kicking left and right, pushing water, causing vibration, and it can hone some bass in from quite a bit of distance away, especially with this color. This color is going to help that lure stand out from every other bait fish down there. So you want to throw this as a moving bait to find active fish, and you throw this one as more of a slower dragging bait or a shaky head bait, just to kind of get some of those finicky bass. So we're going to alternate between the 2, see which ones they want. You got to get a bass what they want. That's another one. Son of a gun is running. Oh, it is a solid one too. Get him in the boat. Just barely 2 pounds. Another solid fish caught on a big worm. Summertime patterns, big worms equal big fish, usually. Let's get her back in there. Just another beautiful, I'm not sure. What are those markings on the side? Please drop in the comments. Let's get her back in there. Be safe, little girl. Thank you. Well, let's see. We can get us one more, shall we? That had to have been a bed of some sort. Those bass were aggressive. And it was right in the same freaking spot, which is unusual to be this far in summer to catch 2 bass sitting in one spot on the bed. Unless they were schooling, which I highly doubt it. They may just be schooling, because now that I think about it, those bass would not have eaten that whole worm. If they were on beds, those bass would have probably grabbed the tail of that worm and just pushed it out the bed. But the fact that they actually eating it first try and getting the hook in their mouth with that big old worm, They must really be hungry. Now we just gotta find some more, you know? I'm probably about to get ready to switch baits. These bass are chasing. Now don't do that. Had some great bites on that old monster, but let's switch it up for a sec. Something going to smoke this worm in any second. I can feel it. If they smoke the big old monster, I know they'll smoke this slim 6. It's a bit shorter, bit thinner in diameter, more of an easy snap. Or maybe those bass like that larger meal. Who knows? We're going to figure out if they like that bigger presentation or they just need something that they can track down and find. There he is. Smashed it. Smashed it. Number 3 for the day, boys and girls. That's about 2 and some change, about 2 1/4, maybe 2 1/2. As you can see, those summer worms for those summer bass. Let's go. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing so much. Yo, this worm has been through it all, boy. Trials and tribulations. The way we are working this worm, folks, I'm literally just giving it like some short strokes or some short hops or whatnot. I just slightly turn my reel handle, and I just kind of pop my rod, hop that worm out the bottom. Just do it like 2 times, let it sit for 2 to 3 seconds. Then I'll hop it some more. Or if I feel like I really need to, I will really slow down and just drag this thing. But I don't think we had to go that slow. I started out that slow, but no bite. So got to be able to give the fish what they want. You listen to the fish and let them tell you what retrieve you want. Other than hopping it on the bottom, like I said, I would drag it from time to time. There are even times I would just slowly retrieve this handle as well. Today, I think what's going to entice the bite is a slow, steady retrieve or a worm hopping on the bottom. Checking out with BLV. So today was actually quite a success. We only spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half of fishing. Like I said, that one rod, that one lure, all you need is a proper worm for the whole entire summer. I can guarantee you to catch some nice bass, especially if you go out early mornings and late evenings. Today the sun is like super high up. Temps are already in the 90s here in Florida, and if I'm able to catch them in pressure ponds with high degree temps, I know that any angler from the bank can catch a bass on a worm anywhere in the country. I hope you learned something today. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to subscribe for more future videos. I'm always trying to provide you the best and latest knowledge to help you catch more and bigger bass in your local ponds. So I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe. Peace. I love you guys.